Words he's using that critics may have used towards him, words that appear to more than motivate him in his 17th season in the league. And while he seems to be in the best shape physically, he also has an edge mentally. As he tells our Dave McMenamin, it's a daily practice to control his thoughts.
For years, you've worked on your body. But were there any times in your life or in your career where you started to put more emphasis on the mental fitness side of things?
Yeah, I would say probably the last 8 years. And the one instance that I could think about right off top was after the loss to Dallas in the 2011 finals. I knew that the physical side wasn't going to just be enough. And also the level of scrutiny that I was dealing with and how I got out of my comfort zone. I lost the love of fun for the game. And I knew that was the mental side. To be able to be in a packed arena on the road with 20,000, 22,000 people, screaming fans, going crazy, to be able to find a moment, 2 minutes or 1 minute or whatever, 30 seconds to be able to just to close my eyes and just kind of relax myself and calm myself. It's meditation, basically. Has worked, tremendously for me in my career.
Is there like some sort of washed king list that you keep at home in the summertime? All the people that were casting aspersions. What's fueling this run for you?
I think myself. I mean, I'm fueling myself. My teammates is fueling me. My kids is fueling me, and the list is fueling me as well. But for me, to be able to be in a position where my teammates trust me to handle the ball and be the point guard. I have not done it since probably 2 weeks into my rookie year. But for me to do it in my 17th year with the amount of minutes that I've played, with the amount of games that I've played, and my teammates to trust me, it means a lot. I mean, we love our team. It starts with me and AD both on and off the floor, how our approach is both on and off the floor, and it trickles down to everybody else. But everyone is an MVP. Everyone has a role, MVP in their role, and you can't ask for more than that.
All right, so for more, we welcome in NBA champion Matt Barnes, also a Laker great. Can I say that?
Not great, just Laker.
Just a Laker?
Yeah,
well, I'll put the great on it anyway.
Right.
LeBron will turn 35 on December 30th. He's in his 17th season. We just talked about it. So mentally, he talks about him being in the best mental condition. But what about physically? You've seen the way he's been playing, and other teams are load managing, i.e. the Clippers and Kawhi. Do you think that LeBron can keep this up throughout the course of a year?
I think what LeBron understood early on was if we got AD, we were going to be all right. And I think they're showing that. AD is kind of coming into his own. It took him a little bit to get going, but I said early on, and I even said last year, if they got him, if they are able to ride AD throughout the season so LeBron can kind of pick and choose his spots, that you're going to get the best LeBron in the playoffs and possibly the finals.
So you're watching LeBron now and you think he's picking and choosing his spots? He's getting up like he just started hooping.
He looks fun. It looks like they're back out there having fun. Like you said in the clip, he lost fun for a little while, and I think that happened last year. Last year was a lot for him. And so I think he took that on the chin and came out with the hunger this year that we haven't seen in a long time. And like I said, but I still think he's able to pick and choose because they can ride AD now.
It's interesting that you say, you mentioned him saying he lost a lot of the fun. Last year probably was tough, which is why he's always hashtagging everything revenge season and washed king. But his two teams that he played with that were all-stars, I'm referring to D. Wade and Chris Bosh when he was in Miami, and then he had Kyrie and Kevin Love with the Cavs. It took some time for those teams to kind of gel and come together. The chemistry between him and AD is instantaneous, and they've been playing fantastic. Why is that?
I think that's just, it adds to LeBron's experience and, like I said, his mental approach. I think his job is, it starts with him, but to just empower everybody else. He's getting everyone involved, especially AD. Everyone's out there having fun. Everyone knows their role. Doc Rivers used to say, be a star in your role. So I think everyone's role is established out there, and they're playing free, fun, and everyone's loving it. So they haven't hit any adversity yet. I'm interested to see what happens if they hit a 2 or 3 game losing streak at any point this season. But right now they look like one of the best teams.
Yeah, and they're having fun. You're right. You see the pictures of them on the plane together, Lake Show coming near you. As a fan, I wanted them to delete that, but that has nothing to do with that. Let's talk about this 15-game win streak that they and the Bucks are on at the moment. If you had to go pound for pound, team for team, the better team between the
Lakers, no question.
Why?
just because I think LeBron and AD are the best duo in the game. And then they filled in that roster with great role players. Danny Green has been there. JaVale McGee has been there. Dwight Howard, to me, is possibly their X factor. I think he knew this is his last chance. And his second time in LA, he's making it count. We can't forget about Avery Bradley and what he brings once he's healthy. Rajon Rondo, Caruso. And, I've been talking to Kyle Kuzma a lot lately about him kind of finding his niche and his role in that system. So from top to bottom, they're a very solid team. Frank Vogel's done a great job. And really hats off to Rob Pelinka, because I was very critical of them in the offseason.
Okay, so any other teams that we should be looking out for that you think are pretty interesting?
I think the team right now in the Hall. I think last year the Clippers. The Clippers.
Oh, okay.
The Clippers, that they had a core that bought in. You add two.
Lakers right there behind them. The last time these two teams were the best in the NBA at this point in the season was 1971-72, way before any of us were born, when they met in the Western Conference Finals, and the Lakers, just for note, went on to win the chip that year. Let's talk about the Bucks. Janae back with us, are averaging 120 points per game, best in the NBA. Scouting report, that's you. You're the scouting reporter. How would you describe their offense?
Well, I'm going to take you inside timeouts. When it comes down to offense, coaches always say spacing and pace. Now, with the Bucks, they have the best pace in the NBA, but they also have the best spacing. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 guys toes outside of the three-point line, which allows Giannis Antetokounmpo to pretty much take on the whole squad and have the paint to work. And nobody in the league so far can stop them. Again, scouting report on Giannis is to let him shoot. Spacing allows him to take nice rhythm shots, and he's taking them and making them. Now, this right here is good spacing, but look at the help side. Nobody wanted any part of that. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Greek freak for a reason. He has the ball handling skills of a guard, but the footwork of a post, but spacing allows him to reach his potential.
You talk about Giannis as if he is the best player in the league right now. What do you think? Is that true? Because you know where I'm going.
I think that Giannis is playing his best basketball, but so is Anthony Davis. Is that where you're going, to the Lakers?
I am going. So you have to tell me point blank, the better team, Lakers or Bucks?
Yeah, the better team are the Bucks, but the NBA is a star-driven league, so I still would take a Lakers in a game.
Okay, you're hedging your bets, but you went on ahead and said the Bucks. I'll give that to you then.
I'm on the East Coast now. If I was in LA with you, I'd price the Lakers.
Thank you for joining us here on SportsCenter Coast to Coast. Welcome back to Coast to Coast. Now it's time to talk some basketball with our NBA analyst, Sinead Ngumike. Of note, folks at home, Rockets had a tough Monday. The NBA denied their protest of their double overtime loss to the Spurs last week. And then, well, Sinead, this happened. Let's go through it with the Kings. Dun. At this point in the season was 1971-72, way before any of us were born.
Officials rule no basket, but there is a foul on the floor. Dikembe's like, what's going on with these challenges? We did not have these back in my day.
I appreciate the exit.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, in the fourth quarter, game tied at 1:13, 30 seconds left. They swing it around to Ben McLemore. Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, this is the X factor for the Rockets, being able to knock down shots with James Harden on the floor.
And then, off the Buddy Hield miss, we have Bogdanovic getting the board back to Hield, another three, and he hits it.
Buddy Hield, just his talent is uncharted, especially when this team wins. He is the X factor.
Next possession, I mean, this thing was just going back and forth down the stretch. Russell Westbrook bringing it up past Hield in the contested layup.
Russell Westbrook, that's the #1 thing he does, puts on them jets to get to the rim.
And he's telling his teammates, game over or not. It wasn't over. There was a second left. The Kings advanced the ball on a timeout. Oh, my goodness. Nemanja Bjelica hits the 33-footer for the win. Are you kidding me? Game winner. Here's how it sounded on the Kings broadcast.
It's all over here in Houston. 88 problems, but a game winner ain't one of them. Never see you with the drinker.
Okay, thank you.
I like that remix.
I know, everybody. Yeah, nice shout out. Oh my gosh. All right, and the Kings Twitter having fun too. Protest that. Oh, that's not nice, people. The Kings win by 1. All right, now to the Bucks. Giannis and company, winners of 14 straight, taking on the Magic. And Giannis, this is just like
got them moves.
He does, right? You thought Dak had the moves pregame. How about Giannis?
I don't know about Dak.
Ilyasova knocking down the three. Listen, this is just all Giannis. Second quarter, here he is going end to end.
Yeah, Giannis, what he's able to do, just stretch the floor, but their knockdown shooting ability is the X factor for this team because Giannis needs the floor, spaced, he pushes the rock.
Here he is, 13 points in the first half, and in the third quarter, with the Bucks up by 10 now, Chris Middleton finding Giannis knocks it down from long range.
Let me tell you, Giannis is trying to get his playoff reps right now. You have to take shots to make them, and he's taking the three-point shot at a good clip right now.
Yeah, a nice ball movement here.
Yeah, ball movement is the key for this Bucks team. If you look at what they're able to do, they get so many contributions, usually 9 guys in double figures. That is so rare in the NBA.
Ooh, look at Jonathan Isaac. All right, Magic within 7, but later the Bucks putting it away. Giannis strong to the hoop.
How are you supposed to guard that?
I don't know. 32 points. Is that a rhetorical question? As the Bucks win their 15th straight, they are averaging an NBA best 120.5 points per game this season. So, I mean, what has been the key to this offensive success?
Coaches tell their players ad nauseum, pace and space. Well, the Bucks have the best pace in the NBA, and they also are excellent with spacing to exploit that Giannis Antetokounmpo mismatch. Now, what I mean about spacing, this is the only team in the NBA that I see this happening. 5 guys usually toes outside of three-point line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you name it. All of them are outside of the paint, so this allows Giannis to go to work and attack the rim. 4 guys are able to be in the paint. They still can't stop him. This is the growth aspect of Giannis's game. Knocking down threes, he's able to get the separation to knock down that shot. Again, he will need to make that in the playoffs. He's getting his reps now, but who can guard this? No one in the league can guard that. The reason why we call Giannis Antetokounmpo the Greek freak is because he has the ball handling skills of a guard, but the footwork of a post. Why not lean into that by having great spacing on the floor? And they get a bucket nearly every time.
It's unbelievable. Now I'm going to get you to lean into this really fun argument. Okay, so the Bucks, they lead the East at 21-3. The Lakers are 21-3. We got the Midwest, you know, they're doing their thing. Then we got Hollywood, all flashy. Which team is better right now?
I'm going to have to go with the Lakers just because they're already a top 6 team in both offensive and defensive efficiency right now, and they're just scratching their surface. This is an NBA star-driven league. LeBron James leading the league in assists per game at 11, and then he's also got his guy AD. We thought, you know, LeBron would average a triple-double with shooting. He's doing it with the post, largely because when's the last time LeBron James played with another MVP candidate?
Right.
Rare, if ever. So maybe the Miami Heat days with Dwayne Wade, Kyrie was good. He's playing with another strong player that is anchoring the defense in Anthony Davis, my defensive player of the year so far. And and LeBron is having his own MVP season himself.
So, I mean, what I hear you saying is they're gonna get better, too.
As the season goes on. And they also have championship experience. I don't know how many people on the Bucks have that.
And they got to stay healthy.
They
All
do.
right. So much fun talking hoops with you on a Tuesday
I'm glad to
morning.
be back, y'all.